Hey guys, it is Rachel Feldman here at yourhealthcoachbiz.com, where you can buy it, brand it, and launch it. You can use our content in a myriad of different ways, and for today's video, I want to feature this blood sugar mastery. This is very different from other programs that I've seen, and also different from our own blood sugar mastery. If you look at what is not only trending, but what has been a very hot topic, of course, is low carb. We do have a 7-day low carb program. This is not just about low carb or something like ketogenic. This is actually helping your client to find their carb tolerance, their unique carb tolerance. This takes it to another level of understanding blood sugar. Who do I think this is best for? Women perimenopause, women menopause, guys that I worked with who wanted to lose weight and were athletes. Because I do think one of the problems when we go onto somewhat of a restrictive diet is that sometimes people have a really hard time continuing that. So they fall off the wagon, they feel like a failure, it sends them into some kind of binge. Whereas this program, I would say, is really helpful for those people also with an autoimmune, where there's blood sugar issues, whether low blood sugar, high, really finding what's triggering that. And we know that blood sugar can, of course, get out of balance when there is liver toxicity. Give a second. When there is liver toxicity, and also when there's adrenal stress. So you will see right here all the content, references, sleep and stress, then finding your UCT. This is broken into 2 phases. There is weeks 1 and 2 where there is a baseline, meaning that we are getting a baseline for your clients as far as cleaning out the system. Then the next 2 weeks are adding back in those carbs. And as you can see, we really take your client step by step. So whether you are doing this in a group format, self-paced, even, of course, you know, if you're doing this in your one-on-one, very easy to direct your clients through finding their unique carb tolerance. In addition, just had to grab a drink. In addition, I feel handouts are such a powerhouse opportunity. Not only do they serve as wonderful material to actually give your client in your one-on-one and help them to solo focus, but it's also a great thing for a quiz before you're working with somebody, a quiz before they start the program, when a quiz even on the front of your website. Then you have your carb testing schedule. Very easy, of course, for your client to print out. I always had handouts like this because I felt that, you know, people can get overwhelmed looking at a whole guide. Even though we really break it down strategically for them, I feel like handouts allow you also to really talk about that, to be able to give this handout on the second, you know, in your in-between weeks of seeing your client, so that they are really focusing on their self-care. You know how important this is, the self-love, the compassion. And then we have your food journal right here for your clients, beautifully done. We have the food list, again, beautifully done. You also get a Canva template, so you can change the cover if you so desire. Everything in our programs you can, of course, change. Some people have adaptations. Some people actually have their virtual assistant do it. And some people actually, of course, will go in and do it themselves, but that's why we give you the exact Canva templates. You also have these teacher trainings. And what's nice about this is not only do you have the script to go with it, but you can do these as pre-recorded videos. You can even have these videos for your clients to watch before they start working with you. It's a nice video, of course, that you can do in that pre-meeting, the quiz, this kind of information, the teaching, PowerPoints. You also have this on blood sugar and stress. You, of course, can do this in a format like pre-recorded videos and house them, of course, either in your download area for maybe your programs or in a system like Practice Better, or you can even have these videos just saved in YouTube or Vimeo, making it super duper easy for you to be able to send a link to your client. You can, of course, as I always suggest, really showcasing how amazing working with you would be. And when you get to show content like this, either in a kind of transformational video showing the benefits of joining your group, or even in being able to explain to your potential client on a discovery call how easy you make it for your client to make these changes and really handle their objections. So that is how amazing it is to have those PowerPoints. I think it also lessens our overwhelm on what are we going to say and how are we going to either guide a group or make this even into a self-paced course. You have wonderful recipes, everything from juices, smoothies, breakfast, snacks, soup, lunch, dinner, and some desserts, and your transition meals. We do have this program in vegetarian and omnivore options. And of course, you can make any changes and edits on the actual recipes. And of course, the vegetarian recipes are free of any omnivore options. You get to have both because I really think that is such a fear for people when they are changing their foods. And I think that it can be a really great way of explaining to your ideal client that even if they're vegetarian, that you have an omnivore option and vice versa. I know that it was really important for me to have both options, especially because I worked with people with very different eating habits. You also see that the adding back in foods, the transition foods, everything is completely mapped out, and it even says, what are you testing? The foods are already included, making it super easy for your client to go through this program with ease. We, of course, do the shopping list. Each of these take about 2 hours for a 2-week, because creating the shopping list, we have the suggested meals, everything right there. And then, of course, you are adding in the transition. And you will see, we made it very easy for your client to see. Then, now we're on to, of course, looking at the business folder. What's beautiful about our packages is you have everything you need to build your authority, list build, create that excitement, of course, with your ideal client. You have the guide. You can, of course, change this. You can use it for a myriad of different, of course, opportunities in the list building. You have images right here. You then have a checklist. You have the images, of course, right here, ready for you to use. A beautiful freebie. This is such a great freebie. Such a great one. Supplement cheat sheet. I just think when we can give our clients these kind of guides, who wouldn't want to download this? I feel like it's a game changer. I know that I would. And it's such a great talking point. You could launch this in so many different ways. Then, of course, you have your PowerPoints and scripts. You have 5 images to promote, as you see on the sales page. You could do this as a workshop, a webinar, a live. Tons of high value information, just tons. Can change any of the pictures, guys. You can change the design. This also, what I love about webinars or workshops, is that you can use that content for social media. You have 3D images of the guides, you have 3D images of the cover, so you can solo promote it. You have pre-marketing emails. And look, these are not templates, guys. I wanted to actually show you the quality of these emails. You don't have to then hire a copywriter. You don't have to try to find somebody to create, the sales page. You have this kickoff and wrap up script. Everything that you would need to get started. Everything, so that you're confident to get started. You can work on your own fears and, of course, show up for your ideal client that is truly, struggling, and taking them through this program with ease. You have the script to go with it. You have, of course, a collage. This collage, we also give you the Canva template, so you can, of course, change it. People have been asking us for that, and we know, how stressful it can be figuring out all these moving pieces, and that's why we really try to help you. In addition, you're not going to have to worry about writing those support emails. We have our team do it for you so that you can really, of course, stress less about this part and make sure that you are thinking about your launch of your website, of your one-on-one business, and or your groups. We have this amazing social media package. You have all these images, as you see right on the sales page. Plus, you have instant access to a Canva template. So you can change these. And I want you to really think about the value and the benefit of having content like that, because once you have a template, you're able to use that template and change it around so that you can theme your entire 30 days. We also have Facebook ads completely done for you. We have Instagram ads completely ready for you. We have IG story ads that you can use, whether you do them in an ad or you're just sharing them on stories. We give you, of course, the ad templates, that Canva template that you're going to click and get access right away. You have a stunning flyer that you can, of course, edit and turn into a PDF and then save as a JPEG or even take a screenshot of it. And we have many coaches that work offline as well, or put up flyers like that, or send a flyer like that as a PDF to of course, people that are helping to promote their program. I mean, even just look at this, guys. I'm just going to give you an example before we close this out. You get instant access to this. I don't think there is anything that makes a coach more nervous than thinking about creating their social media content for that month of promotion. And so right here, it's everything that you would need to launch this program with ease and launch it like a rock star. Guys, if you have any questions about Done For You website copy, this program, your next mega program, or even membership content, please ask us all questions at yourhealthcoachbiz.com, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.